Hello, hello. Welcome to another video here on my YouTube channel. Today we are going to be talking about cruciferous veggies, specifically cauliflower, and how cauliflower is actually super awesome, how we use it in our sushi, and how you can too to get more choline. So we're going to talk a little bit about choline as well. So please join in if that's interesting to you. Thank you again so much for joining me today for another video. There are only 2 days left to get the ultimate raw vegan bundle. 2 days left. It ends Sunday, May 11th, and you have until June 30th to download the content, but you only have 2 days left to buy it. So if you want the bundle, buy it right now. Go to the link in the description box below and grab it. You're getting all new content. This bundle has nothing that's been in other bundles before. It's all brand new stuff. Over $1,000 worth of content for $50. This is your only chance to buy all of our new content at once for $50. You'll never get this chance again for this collection. We worked all year. Everybody who is part of the bundle, so like Lexi and Chris Kendall, Nate, myself, Karen Ramsey, we've got so many people. Rashef Yin is in there, Miriam and Susanna and Mira. We've got so many people, so go check it out. Link is in the description box below. But we all worked all year on our content for this bundle, and we're releasing it all for you for $50. This is such an amazing deal, so please go check it out. Once you buy the bundle, you have until June 30th to download the content. So please do so in a timely manner because you don't get a year anymore. It costs way too much. A lot, like thousands of dollars to do a year now. They just raised their prices. So we can only do until June 30th. So please download the content because once you download it, it's yours forever. We can just host it until June 30th. So please download the content. Buy the bundle. You only have 2 days left. Download the content and enjoy all the goodies that are part of the 2025 Ultimate Raw Vegan Bundle. Description box below. Let's chat about cauliflower. I love cauliflower so much, and so does Dr. Rick Dina, who also has a mini course in the bundle called What I Eat in a Day. And he goes over different days and how they differ nutritionally. So it's a really cool little video mini course, just kind of showing you how adding certain things can change the nutritional content of your day, which is very educational, very amazing. You get that when you buy the bundle. But Dr. Rick eats a lot of cauliflower, and we have been eating a lot of cauliflower as well because we use it in our sushi. Not all of the sushi recipes have cauliflower in them. Some are zucchini, some are carrot, some are celery root. There's a lot of different kind of versions of the wet chopped rice that you can use for the sushi, but mainly we use cauliflower because it's such an amazing ingredient. Cauliflower is fairly high in choline. So broccoli as well. The cruciferous veggies do have choline in them. There are a few raw food sources that are quite high in choline, and cruciferous is one of them. Cauliflower specifically. Choline is essential for brain function, cognition, memory. It's also part of muscle control and other functions like neurotransmission, cell membrane formation, and lipid transport. So it's very, very important. It's an essential nutrient. Our body does make a little bit of it, but we need to get the rest of it from our diet. And raw foodies can be a little more deficient in it than other people who are eating animal products, but it is totally possible to get enough choline on a raw diet. You don't have to worry about it, but you do have to make sure that you get enough of those foods that have the choline. Even people who are eating animal products and other things can also be deficient in choline if they're not planning their diets properly, if they're under eating. They're not getting enough of choline's like the least of their worries. But if you are under eating, if you're not eating enough, if you're skipping meals, if you're eating smaller meals, and if you're not eating a lot of variety, then you run the risk of running into deficiencies. It's super important to make sure that we plan our meals and we eat abundantly with a lot of variety and getting enough calories so we can get enough nutrition. Because a lot of raw plant foods have a small amount of choline in a lot of different things. but it's about eating a lot of volume of a lot of those things in order for you to get enough choline to support your brain function and to support your muscle control and to support your neurotransmission and cell formation and all this stuff. We need the choline for that. Men need around 550 milligrams a day, and women, it's about 425 milligrams a day. And you can, again, get that on a raw diet if you include more of the foods that have more choline. Cauliflower being one of them. So the raw sushi is a great brain support food when you're doing wet chopped cauliflower, because one head of cauliflower, so in the ebook, I do have a video in the ebook. So if you buy the bundle, click the link in the description box below. You have 2 days left to get it. In the bundle, there's the sushi book, and in the sushi book, there's a video. It's a 49-minute video showing you how we wet chop, how we roll the sushi, how we do the inside-out rolls. One head of cauliflower, which, a medium head, is roughly about 500 grams of cauliflower, and that makes 2 sushi rolls. So you can easily eat an entire head of cauliflower by making the raw vegan sushi. So if you want to get more choline and you want to get more cruciferous, more sulforaphane, more liver detox support from the cruciferous, the raw sushi is where it's at. So grab the bundle so you can get the new sushi book and start making more cauliflower-based meals. Cauliflower is so amazing. Again, high in choline, sulforaphane, antioxidants. It's amazing stuff. Other things that have some choline in them are like sprouts, lentil sprouts, chickpea sprouts, even broccoli sprouts. They're going to have some choline in there, as well as mature broccoli, avocado, nuts and seeds. Corn actually is one of those ones that has a small amount of choline in it as well. So do carrots, beets, raw sweet potato, like if you're making the wraps, you're getting a little bit there too. But again, there is small amounts in all kinds of other things like tomatoes and all, there's choline in a little, but in small amounts. But it's about the volume and having variety so that you get some foods that have high and some foods that have a little bit, and it all adds up to give you the amount of choline. Something that I've noticed over the years that sometimes if somebody's under eating, they're restrictive, they're only eating a few different varieties of things, they're not eating a lot of cruciferous, they're not eating a lot of greens or other foods, they might start craving eggs, because eggs are actually really high in choline. So if your brain is kind of like needing that, sometimes you might crave eggs. And if that is the case, it would be wise to look into what you're eating and how much choline you're getting a day. If you are consistently getting under, say, 300 milligrams, or if you're getting under the RDA, 425 for women, 550 for men, then you are probably deficient in choline. And these cravings are just signals. It doesn't mean you need eggs. It means you need to eat more foods that have choline in it so that you can get that as well. And really just increasing your variety, increasing the different kinds of foods that you're eating, increasing the volume of foods that you're eating as well can help you to get that choline into your body, because it's very, very important. I was very happy to see in Wendy's ebook, which is also part of the bundle, it's called Feminine Harmony, and great for new mamas, pregnant, breastfeeding, or anyone interested in that. Pregnancy and breastfeeding requires more choline. So does high intensity exercise. So if you are doing a lot of exercise, you're probably going to need a little bit more choline than the average person. And, excessive alcohol intake, eating junk food, that kind of thing can deplete our choline as well. So if you are doing a lot of high intensity exercise, or if you're breastfeeding or pregnant, you're going to need more choline as well. The baby's going to take a lot of that, and you need it too. So make sure that you're eating enough choline. Wendy has in her book a sample salad that is high in choline, different ingredients that she adds to boost the choline amount that you're eating. But again, there is so much gold in the bundle. So please go grab the bundle. 2 days left to get it. Link is in the description box below to learn a little bit more about choline and why you need it in your diet. We need to get it from our food because our bodies don't make enough of it. So make some make some sushi. Have a whole head of cauliflower with your sushi. Make sure you chew it really well because that's going to really help with digestion. If you can't do a whole head of cauliflower, obviously some people can't, just start with something small. Start with mixing it with carrot. You could do carrot and cauliflower and just have a little bit of cauliflower to get your body used to having more cruciferous veggies in your life. But wet chopping it really helps with the digestion. I've noticed that people tend to be able to deal with the cauliflower a lot easier once it's wet chopped. Again, chewing your food is the easiest way to improve digestion. It's free and it's easy. So here's your reminder to slow down and chew your food. The more we chew our food, the more surface area there is for our bacteria and our body to absorb stuff from our food. So chewing is a free way to get more nutrition. So hopefully this inspires you to make some sushi with wet chopped cauliflower or add more cauliflower and other ingredients as mentioned into your salads to get more choline into your life. Again, it's not something that you need to stress out about, but it's something to be aware of. We don't want to be hyper focused and obsessed over every single little tiny thing, but it's important to know these things because I have seen countless people go years on a raw diet and then end up with nutritional deficiencies because they were trying to eat too simply or they weren't even aware of certain things like, for example, selenium. Selenium can start causing hair loss. If you're having hair loss, maybe look into how much selenium you're eating. And most people are not eating enough selenium. 1 Brazil nut a day, half a Brazil nut a day. That's really all you need to get your selenium. That's one of the highest sources of selenium, and that can help to prevent hair loss if that's there's many reasons why you might be losing your hair on a raw diet, but that's one of them. So make sure that you are aware of certain nutrients. Again, you don't have to be obsessed with making sure you get everything, but be aware of that you need to eat more variety and get more of these things into your body so that you can address these potential deficiencies or these other things that are a little harder to get when you're on a raw diet. You just need to eat more variety. Eat more volume. Obviously, the more volume we eat, the more nutrition we get in. The more you chew your food, the easier things are to absorb. So thank you very much for joining me for this video. Again, 2 days remain to buy the 2025 Ultimate Raw Vegan Bundle. The link is in the description box below. Everything in the bundle is brand new. It's all raw. It's oil-free. And it's all yours for $50. Over $1,000 worth of brand new content is yours. Click that link. You have 2 days left. Once you buy the bundle, you have until June 30th to download the content onto your device. Once you download it, it's yours forever. Please don't delete it. Make sure you put it in a safe backup like Google Drive or Dropbox or USB stick or something, just in case something happens to your main device that you downloaded them on. You'll have backups. That's important for all your other important files as well. Just a little secondary reminder, back up your important files. So yeah, you have until June 30th to download the bundle. You have 2 days left to buy it. So go get it now. Link is in the description box below. Thank you so much for joining. We will be back tomorrow for yet another video. Until then, I love you as always, and fruit on.